Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the orientation session of Power BI Basic to Advanced Level. My name is M.Saad Nayyar and I'm going to be the trainer for this course. So, firstly, let me introduce myself and then we will move towards our decision. I'm a Microsoft certified Power BI data analyst since 2021 with hands-on experience working with both international and local clients. Over the years, I have helped various organizations in transforming their raw data into dynamic and automated Power BI dashboards. With addition to this dashboard development, I have also successfully led Power BI deployment projects which help the organization in adopting structured data reporting systems. Further, I have also delivered Power BI trainings as per the requirements of the organizations for different business domains, which includes finance, HR, sales, supply chain, and so on. These trainings are based on group trainings as well as individual trainings as well. So now let us go and now let us understand that about the course, that what we are going to offer and how this goes is, and how this course is going to be good for you and how this course will be a career changing for you, how it can be. So first thing here is that our this course is going to be a recorded course means, and this course is going to be around of around 9 to 10 hours course is going to be, and it's going to be a recorded course. So the best thing about the recorded course is that you can learn whenever you want. So there is no certain limit, so there is no certain time to learn, so you can learn whenever it's feasible for you. First thing. Second thing is that this Power BI training is going to be 100% practical. So what we have tried to incorporate all the stuff which are essential in real life scenarios. I have tried to make this course as much real as possible, so it will give you a very much real, it will very much give you an understanding that how the things goes on in the real life. Secondly, the one of the very important parts of our courses that we are going to provide you 24/7 support on your topics. Means whenever you're going to have any sort of like queries, issues, discrepancies about any topic, so we are going to solve all of your queries through WhatsApp as well, and through WhatsApp, and at that time I will be there with you to answer all your issues, all your queries, and all your problems. And now, and here comes now comes the most important part about this tool is that why this tool is getting important these days and why this tool is having a very good demand worldwide. Now, after learning this course and after completing our this course, you guys will have the opportunity to have another income stream. At this moment, at this stage, this tool Power BI have a very good job market demand, especially in the Gulf region. It also has a very good demand. It also offers a very good high salary jobs in US side as well, in European countries as well. But right now it has a very good demand with some very high paying jobs as well in the Gulf region. First. Secondly, after completing this course, you guys will be able to work as a freelancer as well. So after completing this course, you guys would be able to work as a freelancer on different freelancing platforms like Fiverr and so on. Last thing is that after completing this course, I will also let you know that how you can earn your income by selling the dashboard templates. Some of the examples we are going to see in our this today's session. So this is another thing how you can go and how you can earn after completing this course. And now comes the last part. This When you complete this course, so this course is being completely aligned with the Microsoft certification exam, which is called the PL300. So once you complete this course, you will be very much near to go and take the Microsoft exam. So this is another very important advantage of enrolling in our Power BI course. So now I have a very small question for you before I move on. Now the question comes, and this is a question which we get from different people, from different individuals, or from different institutes, that why should we learn this tool, Power BI? Because we know that at this moment, for making like for our daily reporting, for making daily dashboards, or for solving our daily based work, we have Microsoft Excel with us, which we all use. So now the question comes that why we should be using this tool, Power BI, and why should not we be using that Excel tool? So now I have a small question for you. Now the question I have here for you is that how many of you spend your hours in Excel, like let's say in every day, every week, or in every month? How many hours did you guys spend just for your data cleaning, fixing of your formulas, making the reports again and again, and updating charts manually? So I would like to have your answers in the chat box. All right, so please specify the frequency as well, like 10 to 15 hours a week or month. Yes, a week. So it means that, so okay. So here we are getting a lot of responses here. Some saying they spend around 1 hour a day. Some saying they spend around 15 hours a week, which means more than 2 hours a day. And something they spend around 10 hours a month. So usually what happens is, usually likewise, like I also work. So in Excel, to be very honest, on daily basis, I work for around 4 to 5 hours a day on Microsoft Excel, right? So now the thing is, and here, if we have a look, so everyone works for at least around 2 hours a day on Microsoft Excel. And in Microsoft Excel, we all work on a lot of repetitive work. Means if we have some of the data, and we want to like clean that data, so it will take a lot of hours. And this is a repetitive process. This is a process which you have to do every day. So I will be showing you the example of this, and then we will get to know that what are the advantages of using this tool, Power BI tool. Okay, so firstly, let me go and let me just share up my screen here, and let me just give you the first example, and then I will be giving you some more example regarding some different tools of Power BI. All right, so I've shared All right, so I have just shared my Excel file with you all, and I believe now you all can see my Excel file. So this is an Excel file, and this is an HR data for the year 2024 and 2025. And now this data has been extracted from my database, because what happens in real life scenarios, or what happens in different organizations, they just extract their data from different softwares. Like it can be the SAP, it can be the ERP system, it can be from any website, or it can be from any software. So whenever we extract any sort of file, or any sort of data from any software, there are the researchers says that in 95% of the times your data is not going to be structured. And if your data is not structured, you can't use your data for making the further analysis. Let me give you an example of this. So this is a data which I have just extracted from my database. And now you can see that this data is not structured. Why I'm using the word not structured? Because if you have a look, my all of my information is in column A. There is no information in column B. All of my information is there in column A. First thing, so I can't use it. This is the first problem here. The second problem in my this data set is, if you just look at the name of these employees, before the name of the employees, you can see the two hashes are there. This is the second problem there. If I move on, for my male and female, we are using the short forms. Obviously, we don't want that. Obviously, if you're making any presentations, so obviously you can't show F and M for male, female, male. It should be it should be female, and it should be male written there instead of F and F, right? If we move on, you can see here as per the rules of Excel or as per the dashboard rules, there should only be one information in one specific column. Here, in one column, I'm having three different informations. In one column, I'm having the department name. In one column, I'm having the city name. And in that same column, I'm also having the designation. That is incorrect. You can't use it. So now these are few of the problems which I have just shown you. And this is the exactly the same data set which I will be using in my this course as well. Now the question comes in, this is the data set which is not structured, and on this sheet, this is the same data set, 100% same data set, but this is the data set which is not structured, and this is the same data set but in structured form. Now you can just see the difference. Now this is you can see very much it is like structured form. Everything is you can see now you can see here there is like in department column there's only department, in city only city, in designation only designation, and here in the names you can't see the hash sign there, right? And now so this is a structured thing. Now comes the most important part. Now I can do this work in Microsoft Excel as well. I can fix this unstructured data into this structured form in Microsoft Excel as well. Let's say it will take me around 2 hours for this, at least. Okay, just an example. Take an example that it will take us 2 hours, right? So here I go. So I go here, and today I spent it 2 hours on this, right? And let's say I get the same report next week as well. So next week I also get the data in the same format, unstructured. So next week as well, again I'm going to spend another 2 hours as well to make it fix. And this is going to be a repetitive process. And to be very honest, I have seen this in various organizations. People do spend hours and hours on the same repetitive work which they have been doing for years. It's every week or every day they just go there and then they just make those manual changes in Microsoft Excel every time. This is not efficient. So what I'm going to teach you and what you will be seeing in my Power BI lecture, as I just mentioned, that this is the same case which I will be using in my course as well for specific this scenario. You will spend 2 hours in my course as well. But I promise you this, but you will only going to spend those 2 hours. That is going to be only once. Next time, what will be happening next time whenever my data will be increased here, as soon just an example, just to show you an example, because the real thing, because for the real work you guys need to go and take our course. So what will happen in that is, if my this data gets increased, let's say if I this data gets increased here, I will not be required to go and make those manual changes again. I will just go in my that specific Power BI file, and in that Power BI file, I have an option called refresh. I will just go there and I will just refresh that option. Everything is going to be updated within seconds. Only one time effort will be there. One time, let's say we are going to spend 2 hours. We are going to spend 2 hours on the transformations. But then from the second time onwards, it would just take one refresh to make your data updated there. So this is the first thing here. So let me just stop my screen here and let us go back towards our PPT. So this is the first thing here we have learned, that in Excel we usually spend hours, and now that same thing is going to be worked within seconds in Microsoft Power BI. So now let me just go forward, and now let me just have a on my next screen, what are the advantages of using this tool, Power BI? And now, and my all of these advantages of Power BI, you can just compare these advantages with Microsoft Excel. Like everything is going to be compared, like between Excel and Power BI. First thing here is it handles large data sets. We all know that Microsoft Excels have a limitation of around 10,56,000 rows, something like that, right? So if you have the data, let's say of around 25 lakhs, and this is a very, very common thing, because I also work in a seaport and I know that their data is might be around 40 lakhs around, and this is a very common thing in multiple organizations. We have the data of more than 10 lakhs. So if you're using Microsoft Excel, first thing, you can't have the data of more than 10 lakhs in Excel. First thing. Second thing, if there are certain ways in which I can have the data of more than 10 lakhs in Excel as well, but what will happen? My Excel will get hanged. My Excel will get stuck. I won't be able to use Microsoft Excel in a very efficient way. It will get very, very slow. Okay, so now what Power BI gives you, it handles large data sets. Means, to be very honest, I have worked on data of around 50 lakh rows. I have worked. So Power BI would not get that much slow. It will be its performance will still be optimized. In our course, we will also learn the how can we optimize the Power BIs. How can we optimize the speed of Power BI. In my course, I would in my course I've also explained that how can we optimize, like what are the steps which we should be taking to optimize our Power BI speed. So in Power BI, if you're using large data sets, speed won't be compromised. Number one. Number two, you will be able to work on large data sets. If you have the data sets for around, let's say, 40 lakh, 50 lakh, 60 lakh rows, you can work on Power BI. First thing. Second thing is the interactive and dynamic visuals. Now, what is this? What is interactive and dynamic visuals? Certain what is the security? What is 360 degrees view? What is this? Build one. We have just learned this. Build one and refresh automatically, and build once and auto and refresh it automatically. We have just discussed it as well. So let me just highlight that we have done this. We have discussed how to handle large data sets. The rest of the thing definitely we are going to discuss. So let me here again just stop my screen here, and let me just go and just share my another screen with you, in which I would be sharing some of my past dashboards for you, just for some idea, or you will definitely get to know that what sort of dashboard we can expect from this Power BI tool, which you definitely can't expect in Microsoft Excel. So this is the first dashboard here. And here I was talking about about the interactive and dynamic visuals. These are some of the visuals here. So first thing here is the interactive visuals, which I was talking about. If these are the slices, if you just go and if you just select on these slices, obviously your whole dashboard is going to be filtered. This is something which you can also do in Excel as well, right? That's absolutely true. But there is something which you can't do in Excel. For example, you can see these phones here. If I just go here and if I just left click on my this phones bar, now you can see now I've just, as soon as I just left click on my phones, my whole dashboard is has been filtered on phones. Now at this moment, I'm seeing the data only for phones in my dashboard. This is something which you can't do in Microsoft Excel. This is called the 360 degrees view. You can't do this. If I just go and just left click on these appliances, my whole dashboard now is being filtered for appliances only. This is something which you can't do in Excel. First thing. Second thing, if I just go and if I just hover my cursor over this phone's bar, you will see the breakup. Now I know that the sales for my phones was 1.7 million, but as soon as I just hover my cursor, now I can see the breakup of that the 1.7 million sales for the top 5 countries are this. This is again, this is called the tooltip. This is called, now you can see, now this is called like visual in a visual. This is something which is this is called tooltip, and this is something which we just cannot have in Microsoft Excel. This is something of great importance which I usually use in most of my reports. Definitely this is something which we are going to learn in some more detail as well in my course as well. If I just go this and if I just hover my mouse, now you can see this is Asia Pacific region, and if I just hold my mouse here, now I can see the year-wise sales for this specific region. If I just hover to Europe, obviously data will be changed. The data will be changed. The data will be changed, and so on. This is something which you just can't do in Microsoft Excel. This, and to be very honest, this is a very, very simple sort of a dashboard. By completing my course, I definitely won't be expecting you to make this sort of a small sort of a dashboard. I will be expecting you to make something big. I will just be showing you that. let me just move forward. This is one of my very interesting my dashboards. This is a live stock market dashboard. In this dashboard, I am getting live updates from a website called the SCS Trade. This is a website which has the information for the stock markets. So I have my Power BI linked with that SCS Trade website, and as soon as the data gets refreshed on the SCS Trade, that same data would also be updated on my dashboard as well. This is something which I have done here. And this is a very interactive report. Now it is asking you the press here to analyze your portfolio. I just go here, I just left click on this, it will ask you some of the options. It now is asking you that what you want to see. I say I want to see this summary. You go into the summary. Now this is the summary of the stocks, right? This is the summary of the stocks which you can see, something of great importance. And here on the downside, you can see this small scroller sign. This is something which you see on different news channels or for different stocks. So again, this is the scroller bar which you call a scroller bar. This is again something which you just cannot have in Microsoft Excel. Again, a fantastic tool. This call I really like this scroller function here. So you can see how good is happening and you can see how beautiful it looks. This dashboard looks how good. And this is a live dashboard. Every means I'm not having any Excel file behind this. I'm having nothing behind this. This is exactly 100% linked with our website. So obviously in my course, we're going to learn that how can we link something with a website. We will be learning that. So this is summary page. Next page is the total stocks. So I'll go into the today's stocks, and this is something which is with for my today's stock. You can see this candlestick chart. This is a chart visual which you can have in Power BI. Again, you can't have this visual in Microsoft Excel. So again, if you go here, select any of these stocks, and you will be again your data is going to be again your data is going to be updated accordingly. If I move on the historical stock prices, again, this is a very advanced calculations dashboard. Here you can see again some of the very important information regarding the stock markets. And we all know that these days stock markets like we know that these days stock market has been doing very good. So everyone likes to know about the stock market. Everyone wants to know, everyone wants to learn about the stock market. So again, this is going to be something really of great importance if you learn this, and then if you apply something related to the stocks. So this is something which have a great demand these days in the market. There are some slicer options as well. If you just move on, the slicers would be updated here. This is again something which you just cannot think in Microsoft Excel. Move on. This is a very basic sort of my dashboard. It's a finance dashboard, but this is related to some of the finance stuff, but a very basic one. But again, a very interactive one as well. Means you can go and you can have the very interactive stuff here. But this is again a very simple one. Let me just move on. And if some of you are interested in sports, so this is my dashboard which I made back in 2024 related to the World Cups. You can see, select any page to navigate. If I just go here on the Scots, so this is something, and this is 100% made in Power BI. You can see this. You can select any of the teams. For example, if I select my team, Pakistan, so I will be able to see Pakistan's whole squad. If I just go there and if I just select on any of the players, you can see this is something that you can just select here. If you select any of the countries, you will be seeing their whole squad here. This is the home page. I went back towards my home page. If I select any of the countries, like say if I select Sri Lanka, so then now you can see what happens. Sri Lanka comes in, their players comes in. You can just go, just select that. Every play you will select the players, you will see its players' performances, its players' past records, and you can see it looks extremely interactive. This is something of great another page which I call the players comparison. Here you can see, now you can see the comparison of the two players. Here you can go and you can select any player if you want, and here you can have the comparison of the other players as well. You can obviously go and you can have the comparison of the different players as well. So again, this is something of great importance. You can see, you can check the World Cup record, you can check their T20 international records, and so on. This is again something which have a very great demand, because we all know that nowadays 2026 World Cup is going on. So if you work on these sort of dashboards, and then if you just have these dashboards on your LinkedIn pages, definitely you will get a great response. So this is something of great importance. And lastly, I have a template. This is a template which I was talking about. This is the text calculators, and this is something of great importance. Here, what you go, if you just go here, and if you just enter your yearly income here. Let's say this is my yearly income example. So what it's going to do is going to tell me that you are in fourth slab, your taxable income is this, your yearly tax amount is this, and you can see, and here I'm seeing a small description about my data, that my taxable income for this year is this much, which falls in fourth slab. And in fourth slab, this is the tax which you have to pay, 180,000 plus phenomena. This is what you can do, right? And if you don't have the information about the tax slabs, you can go here into my this information, left click on this, and you will see my information regarding the tax slabs. This is something which you can sell. Means, to be very honest, I also have these sort of templates on different websites where you can sell like this is the tax calculator. You can have the loan calculator, you can have the different sort of calculators these days, and you will see these sort of stuff on different websites. So definitely you can work on this, and you can earn income through this sort of templates. Last thing is here at here you can see this, some of the icons are there, and these icons are dynamic. Means this is my LinkedIn icon. If I just left click on this, you will see my LinkedIn page will get opened. It's just taking a few seconds. Now you can see this. This is my LinkedIn page. It just gets open. If I just go here and if I just click on this Fiverr, my Fiverr page would get open. My Upwork page, my Eloquence page. This is the website in which we usually sell our templates. Eloquence is that website. So obviously you can come in. So obviously you can join our course. You can learn how to make these sort of templates, and yes, definitely then you can go forward and earn income through this as well. All right, so let me just stop this screen here, and now let me just go back towards our PowerPoint's presentation. Okay, so here now we have learned about the interactive and dynamic visuals. We have learned about this. We have learned about the 360-degree visualization as well. We have learned about the interactive report. We have learned that in Power BI we can have interactive reports instead of static reports in Excel, and the advanced analytics which you can do in Power Query. This is something which we talk about the data transformations, which I showed you that Excel file, and that was not in a structured form, and we change it into that structured form. That is called something related to the advanced analytics using DAX and Power Query. Okay, now come to the last point which is left here. It is the Power BI security. So now this is again a very important thing which Excel does not have. Excel does not have any of its workspace, any of its cloud-based services. Means your Excel files are not secured. Means, for example, if I have an Excel file, and if I want to keep my Excel file in a secure workspace or on a secure cloud base, I can't have. Means Microsoft Excel does not have anything related to that. Microsoft Power BI have. Microsoft Power BI has its own workspace where you can just go and you can keep your files very much secure. Let me just show you that as well. Now on my screen, you can see this is the Power BI's own workspace here, which is called the Power BI service. Here you can go and you can keep all your reports. Means right now I was showing you some of my dashboards, right? You can see all of my dashboards are here. Loan calculator, this all of my past dashboards are here. So I can keep my files on the server very much safely and securely. This is obviously something which Excel does not have. And this is something which these days institutes or different organizations would really love to have, because every organization want its data to be secured, because we know that their data is confidential, right? So they want their data to be secure, so they can use these sort of platforms, these sort of cloud-based services to keep their data secure, which obviously in Excel you just cannot think of that, right? So let me just go back towards our PPT screen. And this is something which we have also discussed about the Power BI security, Power BI service. So let us move on, and now let me finally share with you that what this course is going to offer. As I mentioned, it is going to be a more than 10 hours course. It's going to be a recorded lectures. So means there is like no certain time frame that you want to take the classes in any certain time, or in any time. You can take your classes on like whenever you want. Means whenever you're free, you can just go and you can just listen to the videos and you can just learn. Second thing, in this course, definitely we are going to work on focus on all the fundamentals of Microsoft Power BI. There are 5 different fundamentals of BI, which includes the Power Query, data modeling, data analysis expressions called as DAX, data visualization, and finally Power BI service. So in this course, we will be learning on all of these tools, which will be definitely will be very important for you to become confident and then go into market, have some good jobs, get some good freelancing work, or sell some dashboards, or record some lectures and then sell those Power BI lectures. Because there these days I will definitely be working and telling you that these days also there are some of the specific areas which are still not discovered. Means because Power BI is, you can say, it's still relatively a very new tool. It was introduced in 2016, and still, and you can say that everyone knows about the Power BI's in last 3 to 4 years. So it is a relatively new tool. So there are some of the areas which are still not being discovered. Means there are some of the areas which the people don't know. Means and those are the areas in which if we focus and if we have some more videos or if we work on those areas, obviously this is something in which we can be stand out among the all, right? So, so finally, this is all what I have for my this session, for my this PPT. So now I would like to take your questions. So if you have any sort of like queries, questions, so please ask, and then I will be really happy to help you out. All right, so here we have the first question. Okay, the first question is, at the end of this course, would we be able to take a Microsoft certificate exam? Yes. After completing this course, yes, you will be having, yes, you will be able to take the certification exam. Means, I think you're talking about the PL 300 exam, right? Please confirm me. You're talking about the PL 300 exam, right? Which is the Microsoft exam. Yes, you're talking about the Microsoft exam. Yes, after completing this course, yes, you will be able to take the Microsoft exam. Yes, obviously there are obviously going to be some specific areas like on which you need to work a bit more, because that's going to be a very comprehensive sort of an exam. So yes, after completing the course, you need to work on some of the extra areas. You need to have some extra efforts before going into that exam. But yes, this course will be, you can say it's going to be like around 80 to 85% you will be ready for the Microsoft exam after completing our this course. Yes, Afan Ahmed, you have a question, and your question is, do we have any practice data or questions? Yes, sir, sure, definitely, definitely. With our Discord, you will be having all the data with you, and I will be having a lot of files with you, a lot of like different sort of like visuals, a lot of like images for you, in which you are going to practice whatever I'm going to teach. Means whatever I'm going to teach you, you will be having all the data for that as well. So you guys can practice alongside with me as well. And the thing is, and the thing, do we get a certificate? Yes, yes, for sure. After completing this course, definitely you guys will be getting the completion certificate as well, definitely. Okay, and this salute this you is the question is that would you be able to help? Oh yes, for sure. Definitely I will be there to help you guys for the Microsoft exam as well. Definitely I will be there with you all for the 24/7. I will be held and I will be there for to answer all your queries for all your career counseling as well. Obviously, after you complete this course, obviously afterwards completion of the course, I will still be with you for your queries and for your difficulties and problems. And the upon Ahmed's another question is, and after the course, would we have any access to the instructor? Oh yes, for sure, sir. Definitely. After this course completion, I will be there for you to answer all your queries and concerns. What are the charges for the Microsoft exam? Sir, if I'm not wrong, because their charges are like their charges it varies from country to country. As per my last knowledge, it was I think around $75 for us. Like for Pakistan and for USA, it was a $165. So it varies from country to country. Sittings, I didn't get how many sittings is like means you will only get a single chance for that. Means if you if you just pay the amount, so pass ratio it is like 60 marks out of 100. Okay, so it is like 60 marks, and yes, you will be and you will be having a single chance for that. And it is going to be around it is going to be around like a 3 hours exam. No, it is not held yearly. It is held no, it can be held whenever you want. Means they have some certain time slots, and you can just go there and you can just have your own time slot. So means you can have that exam whenever you want. So there is like no time restriction. There the exam happens like on yearly basis on or on certain time. You can have the exam whenever you want. All right, so is there any other question which we have? All right, so here a very important thing which I have to ask you, that after this exam, that for this course for like for our course, if I hope that you all will be interested in our course, and for the fees and for all the other things, you can go and you can go and ask our admin for that. Our administration team, they will help you about the fees and they will guide you about the admission process. Okay, so now another question comes in, that will be assigned a center. No, sir, you won't be assigned a center. You can take the exam from your own home, from your own home, but they would be watching you there. Means you will be required to on your camera, and then they will first come and they will first see your whole room with the help of the cameras. They will see your whole room upside down, and then your exam will get started, and then your exam for the next 3 hours, they will be constantly watching you. Means you just can't move, means you just can't see on the right side as well. Means if you just see on the right side, they will just come and they will just give you a warning that, sir, please only see in front. You can't see up, down, right, left. You can't see anything. So mean they will be watching you all the way through for your exam. Okay, so Afan Ahmed's question is that, do you conduct one-on-one sessions? Oh yes, sir, a very important thing. Yes, sir, I do offer for one session as well. As I mentioned, that I've also worked on Fiverr, also worked on I've worked with a lot of like international clients, which includes USA, European clients as well. So yes, I do offer them like different sort of like trainings. I do offer them dashboard facilities as well. So yes, I do offer one-on-one sessions as well. So if you guys are interested in that session, yes, so I'm always open for that. So you can come and we can discuss on that as well. Okay, so we will learn we will learn data analysis. Oh yes, so definitely, sir. Oh yeah, definitely. All right. So in this course, definitely we will be learning data analysis, because that is going to be the main thing. Like all the reason behind learning this tool is the data analysis. Means that's the reason why we are learning this tool. That's the reason why we are switching from Microsoft Excel to this tool, Power BI, right? And the reason for moving, like, and the reason for switching from Excel to Power BI is just for the data analysis purpose, right? So yes, definitely we will be having all the data analysis there, and then definitely we will be learning, and that's the main key for us to move towards this Power BI course. All right, so here there is a important thing as well. Yes, very soon we are going to launch a course. We are going to launch a complete course on data analysis as well, in which we will be having all the tools related to the data analysis, like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, SQL, Python, and so on. So we'll be having all the courses there. So inshallah, very soon we will be launching a complete data analysis course as well. All right, so is there anyone who have a question there? Any questions? They are most welcome. Yes. Is there any questions you have? Otherwise, we can just wrap up our discussion. All right, so since we don't have any, okay, so I think we got a question here. Okay, so now the question comes is that what is going to be the last day to pay for the registration purpose? Actually, there is right now there is no last date. So right now we are having the registration, but we will definitely be asking you to register as soon as possible. So obviously it will be good for you. But right now there is no such register. There is no such last date right now. All right, so I believe that now we don't have any further questions, so we can just wrap up this session here. So finally, thank you so much everyone for joining us in this our Power BI session, and I will be looking forward to see you all in our this course, getting confident with this course, and then moving on into your careers, and then having the opportunities to earn incomes in different fields through freelancing, through jobs, through selling dashboards, through making videos, and so on. Question comes that can a location be shared? I just didn't get your question here. That can a location be shared for the registration? So you can just go and contact our administration team for that. They will definitely guide you for this. All right, great. So let us just wrap up this video, and thank you so much, everyone. I really hope that you all will be joining our discourse, and I will be seeing you all in my course. Till then, every one of you, take care of your good self. Till then, it's goodbye and Allah Hafiz from my side.